Go for it.
Welcome to Podstache. The wind. To the left of me is...
Christopher Lee.
To my right.
Justin Shank.
Straight ahead.
Koopa.
Let's go in a circle, clockwise.
Jared Stepp.
David Lee.
Nick Borma.
And Mikey and Nessie are right there, and that's it right now. There you go. I'm drinking a Seagram's Escape Bahama Mama.
Ooh. We couldn't get chick beer again, so we had to settle for a lesser chick beer.
Yeah.
I'm letting loose tonight.
This is pretty good, though.
Really? Is it a malt liquor?
It's all good until your stomach hurts. Probably.
Drinks like 10 of them.
Diabetes.
I got diabetes.
Getting married tomorrow.
So we should probably start off this episode with the two new sounds for the soundboard. So first we have the one that we've been doing on our own a lot.
What? No.
Very good.
And then, of course... E.T. Pretty good.
Everyone's favorite lovable creature thing.
Do you want to start off with your...
It's not too eventful.
Okay.
Like, it ends up kind of funny, I guess, ish. Friday night, Nick came over. We had some business to discuss.
Okay.
And he hung out until like about a little after 1 o'clock. And so Nick takes off, leaves my apartment. We're on the top floor. And I go in the kitchen. I shut the door, go in the kitchen. I grab some leftover fried rice. And then it sounded like somebody took like a pan, like a baking pan, and like smacked it against a wall. Like it sounded like a pan hitting a wall. And I was like, what the fuck? And Liz is like, what did you drop? And I'm like, nothing, you know?
I like that she immediately said, what did you drop?
For once, I didn't do anything. So I looked at the peephole, I didn't see anything. I didn't want to go out there because I'm like, fuck it, it's 1 in the morning. If something's out there, I don't fucking care what it is. Skip forward to like 9 a.m. Saturday morning. I'm laying in bed. I just kind of like woke up. The kid, Layla, Liz's daughter, already woke up and was playing Nintendo. She was playing like Wii. And she's like, someone's here. She's like, someone's here. And I'm like, bullshit. And then I'm like, what? And she's like, somebody's at the door. And I'm like, oh
my
crap.
God. That's like a horror movie.
Oh, yeah. No, I tossed his shirt on and I was like really sketchy about it. And it was a fucking alien. And there's a cop outside, and I'm like, what did I do? Like, I've been law-abiding lately.
Did you drop a pan, sir?
Well, I opened the door, like, how you doing, sir? I'm like, good. And he's like, so did you hear a noise last night? I look around, and I'm like, yeah. I look at the ground, there's a Gatorade bottle on the ground, but it's like annihilated. And I'm like, yeah, man, a little after 1 o'clock. And he's like, okay, someone set off a Drano bomb in your hallway. And I'm like, really? And he's like, oh yeah, you're on the first tier up, somebody let off a Drano bomb. And he's like, around what time? Blah blah blah. And he's like, you know how that works? It's like a Drano, it's Drano in a bottle with. I'm like, I've made those when I was a kid. Oh,
you have? Have you?
Yeah. Well, then he's just like, oh, okay, kids. And I'm like, yeah, And he's like, can I get your name?
Yeah.
And then he takes on all my fucking info, and I'm like, I don't fucking care, because I have alibis. But
we have a lot of unsolved Drano bomb murders.
Yeah.
we got the Drano dropper of 92.
It's the declogger.
That's your name.
No, I clog their toilets on purpose.
Dragon Boy, the Drano dropper.
But and he's just like, well, nothing to be too worried about. He's like, this happens around. He's like, we had someone call and let us know. He's like, around what time and blah blah blah. And then I'm like, yeah, that's weird, because my friend literally just walked out the door, which might have incriminated Nick. Yeah. But I'm just like, he just we were just hanging out talking business, and then he took off, and he's like, oh, okay.
How to make Drano bombs.
Yeah. But then this is where it freaked me out though, because he's like, yeah, it was nothing too major. It didn't look like they put any glass or nails in it, and I'm like, they do that? And he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like,
way to play dumb, dude.
Oh, but no, that genuinely scared the fuck out of me though, because I'm like, didn't know they did that now.
Yeah.
And then the cat ran out, so I had to chase the cat down. But it kind of made me and then I texted Nick, and I'm like, did you see anybody walking around the fucking apartment? And Nick did see someone walking towards our apartment. Yeah. And I kind of I called the police back just to let them know, hey, we did, because we heard fireworks outside before that happened, and another pop in the courtyard. So I called back. I'm like, hey, we heard a pop in the courtyard. We did hear some fireworks. I didn't think to put it together because it was fireworks, not a bomb. And my buddy said he saw someone walking. If you want to follow up with me, just call me back. And he never called back. But what was funny is that I'm sitting there, and me and Liz are getting ready to go to the grocery store. And I was just like, oh, fuck me. Our bathtub has been slow draining for like the past 2 weeks. And yesterday was apartment day. So we had to buy Drano. And I'm like, I'm not buying, this is staying clogged for a week. And she's like, why? And I'm like, nuh-uh. They already think it's me. Like, I am not coming walking up the stairs of the apartment with a fucking gallon of fucking Drano because like I always buy the big one and like no way.
It's,
I'm just
it-
like
it's not mine. It's not
happen.
mine. It's my friends.
Right,
It's my
you know,
friends.
I'm just holding this for a buddy. Like,
Let's get exploded.
yeah. And like for some reason in my mind, like because I had to buy it. Like we had to unclog the bathtub and the bathroom sink. But somehow in my mind it's like because like I didn't do it, but I felt very accused of it. Because, like, in my apartment complex, it's literally, like, a clean-cut, like, couple white kids. Very clean-cut, straightforward, like, across the hall. And then there's, like, a family, and then this Indian dude, and then an 85-year-old lady, and then a Mexican family. And, like, none of them, then I come out, like, tattoos, like, what's up, you know? Like, but then, like, in my mind, I kind of, like, I was like, well, I have to buy the Drano. Maybe if I just buy, like, a knockoff brand, they won't, like, think of it that way.
Well, the other thing too is
Drain
you live
Q.
there.
Well, it was like Meyer brand gel tub cleaner. Like,
Well, you live there too. Like, who fucking Drano bombs the walking space in your own
Yeah.
fucking
well,
apartment?
right, yeah.
You know,
I mean, it was
so-
weird. And then, like, I mean, it was definitely a Drano bomb. There was like burnt tinfoil, like fucking stuck to the fucking walls and shit. So
Was it targeted at like your apartment?
no, I mean, well, it was because the units.
You are a target of the Drano bomb. I need you to come in for questioning. Is there anybody that might want to harm you?
Well, like no, because it's like
Have you made any enemies in the last 3 months?
I know who you are, and I will find you.
I can't promise that I can keep you safe.
Where's the Drano?
It's like a physical attack.
Well, I mean, if you get hit by a Drano bomb, it
But
can.
I would take it as a physical attack.
Well, I mean, but it wasn't outside of my door or anything. Like this thing is like I'm on the top floor. And it was like, I guess it's a very convenient area that I could have dropped it onto. Which is another thing. I
Didn't
was like,
someone
fuck.
use a Drano bomb at like one of the Olympics or something like that?
What?
They're easy to make,
In
and they
Atlanta?
can do some fucking.
It was-
damage.
yeah, it was in Atlanta.
The nails
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Like
think so.
back
Yeah.
yeah, someone like blew up like a pipe bomb or like a Drano
Yeah.
bomb
Yeah.
like at the Atlanta.
Filled with like nails and glass and shit.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing is like, and like, you know, the only thing me and Nick had put together about it was like, and I saw this too. Someone had like, I've seen like 3 posts on Facebook in the past 2 weeks of people posting that thing where it's like, if you see a bottle unattended in your yard or in your driveway or in your mailbox, don't touch it because like this is what they've been doing.
There was an issue with that 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember a little kid, like, he kicked it and he blew his fucking leg off.
Oh yeah. Well, then my thought is that these kids, someone must have seen that because the article tells you how to make it.
Yeah.
And like, even though you can find out, yeah. So like, good for
Yes, yeah.
Facebook. But that was my Friday night and Saturday morning was getting like asked about someone blowing up a fucking bomb in my hallway.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Side
All right.
conversation.
Hey, yeah, you gotta be a little bit quieter.
I got a fantastic story about Matt's car getting stolen last night.
Yeah, well, get on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt started to warm up his car, and it's about 1:30 in the morning last night
Where at?
at my house.
Okay.
And we just step back inside because it's cold as balls. And we go back out a few minutes later, and we're smoking. And I see a car driving suspiciously slow down the street, and I walk out there to take a look, and I'm thinking, where's Matt's car? That's Matt's car. I said, that's your car, Matt. So I started moving quickly down the driveway, grabbed a flashlight, and pointed it at, in the middle of the road, I stood pointing it right at the driver. And he's coming towards me. I can tell he's starting to slow down. I'm ready to pull this guy out of the car. And I'm and, yeah. And then I'm also ready to jump out of the fucking way in case he panics and like it's the gas or something.
Yeah, judo.
And yeah.
Flip the car.
Jumbo.
Jumpo.
Finally, the flashlight gets within range and I can see who it is. And it's my fucking neighbor across the street. He's like 60. He's drunk. Yeah. John Sattler. Yeah. He's like, here you go, boys. Thought I'd give you a little spook. I was ready to drag him out of the car.
Coolest neighbor ever.
Yeah. And as soon as he gets out and shakes our hands and slaps our backs, instead of walking back up his driveway, he disappears down the road. Yeah, like on foot.
On to the next one. Oh my god.
Doesn't your wife know you're out here now?
She thinks I'm cheating on her.
Wait, that was
Turns out I'm just stealing cars.
your
We were
neighbor.
ready, Matt. We were like
Your neighbor?
ready, man.
That was your neighbor?
Yeah, right across the street. Yeah.
Didn't he die like 5 years ago?
That weird car theft accident.
Somebody Kenpo'd him to death.
Why can't we have those cool stories? Like, you were ready to fucking go, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it always ends up being like someone's playing a joke, and like your adrenaline's going. You're like, I'm gonna fucking yeah, and then it's just like, and you're like, what do you do with that energy?
So
like,
you want it to play out just a little bit more. You want him to get out of the car, not recognize him, knock him out, and then find out it's his neighbor.
I'm saying, like, if it would have been someone stealing the car, that would have been a cool story. Like, Mikey whooped some ass,
Why would he have stopped?
I couldn't think
If he was really stealing the car,
Because
he
he was
would.
scared.
I don't think you.
He saw the Kenpo hoodie.
Kempo. Car versus Kempo. Kempo.
Carpo.
Well, now you know how Steven Seagal feels like every day.
Who could it be? I don't know. Somebody stole it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nobody think about old man Jan.
Just playing a little joke, boys.
He's got like a fucking pile of cars in his backyard. He's just taking.
So, I've got a story. It's a really kind of creepy guy story, but I'm going to tell it anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, I know. See, like, but that's the thing. I know if I tried doing that, like playing a joke on somebody, I'd get my ass kicked. Like if it was somebody I knew, like even my neighbor, I'd be like, just playing. Like, I know that's how. Like, why can't that? Oh man, the stories never end up. Yeah, Drano bomb. Yeah,
Drano bomb that asshole.
He just drove it around the cul-de-sac and
Came right back, huh?
he was probably going to pull in the driveway and be like, oh, here's your car, But we were on foot.
What did Matt do?
Matt, I was just like, that's your car. And he's like, dude, no shit. And he started me. And I run out into the street, and he was just by my side. There wasn't much talking necessary. I mean,
A series of hand signals.
yeah.
Steal second.
Yeah, south, downwind.
2 clicks north.
You could smell those guys? Couldn't you?
Yeah. Nice.
Like what song played in your head while that happened, Mikey, if any?
I was thinking, like, why does my
You're like 10 feet off a mic.
have to happen when I'm this drunk? and then I just snapped out of it and I said, well, this is it. Here we go.
You know what that means now? You got to start training drunk. You got to be the drunken master.
It's easy to fight drunk. I'm always
It's really easy to fight drunk. Not well.
It's harder to win.
It's hard to win. I gotta knock him out.
Hey, private, kick his ass.
I'm gonna beat up this pizza.
yeah. With my mouth.
Who's that famous black saxophone, jazz, modernish kind of player? They ask him, well, how can you play so good drunk? And he says, it's easy. I practice drunk.
That's why the show went so well for us.
John Coltrane.
Oh, okay.
Said that.
I think it was heroin, but
Well, yeah.
yeah,
He wasn't.
Get on mic, man. No one, I'm sure no one can hear you.
Oh.
I can hear him.
Can anyone hear me?
You'll be definitely quieter.
We'll share.
Definitely quieter.
Definitely, most definitely.
I guess I'm going to talk.
Yeah, what's your creep story?
I was just going to talk about a statistic. I think any female actress on television or in the films these days, you have a 70% chance of her being naked in one film or another.
Wait, say that again.
If there's a female actress that's 40 years or younger, okay, that's in television or film, I think you have a 70% chance that she's been naked in another movie or
Have you
or
like
photo.
spent hours on Mr. Skin just doing like calculations?
No. This is what I did.
Calculations.
I'm gonna calculate so hard tonight.
Time to bust out the old adding machine.
So yesterday we were watching Tin Man. Do you remember that TV series from Sci-Fi?
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, Zoe Deschanel. And I go, and the evil, her sister, which is the evil queen or whatever, was fucking hot. And I was like, man, she's fucking hot. Let's see if she's naked somewhere on the internet. So I search her name, and I'm like, holy shit, she is, man. That's fucking awesome.
Are you sure it was her?
Yeah, it was. It totally was.
How do you verify that?
Because she's in another movie that she was naked in. It wasn't Mr. Sin, because you got to pay for that. You know. I know this shit.
He just didn't feel like logging in and shit.
But then I started.
using my
But then
hands.
I started going down the credits of all the other women in that show and started logging. I'm like, who else is naked in Tin Man? And there was a lot of fucking chicks in there. I would say 7 out of 10.
Maybe it's just Tin Man actresses.
No, go to other movies, man.
I've seen it all.
I do know
I've seen it all.
the top actress that people want to see naked. Who it's from Mr. Skin. The top actress that people want to see naked who hasn't been naked yet is Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
completely agree with that.
I do agree.
Jennifer
It's a
Beal
long
is
time coming,
got
man.
naked though just recently. I think she would have probably been up there had she not gotten naked.
Wait, what was she?
Jennifer Beal,
Jessica.
Jessica Biel. Yeah.
What was she naked?
She was in I don't know. She was a stripper. I forgot
Yeah,
her
she
name.
was a stripper. I don't think she was naked though.
Yeah, she was titty. Titty and ass.
Tits no bush.
Yeah, tits no bush. But I'm telling you, man.
I like
like
that you are Mr. Skin about this. Like you have that in your head.
yeah, it's pretty good.
I see how you spend your free time.
Pretty much. Well, you gotta
Koopaskin.com.
look at this cell phone. You're watching a movie and you're like, I would like to genuinely see that chick naked. And you have a
Not
search engine on
half-heartedly,
your phone.
genuinely.
And on your and you can do a search on the phone here, and then it pops right up.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, why don't I have a boing sound?
Because we're trying not to be morning DJs. But we should have a boing sound. The amount of boner jokes we fucking make.
Do the ET sound.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's our, ET is our new punchline indicator.
I don't like if I respect an actress. I don't want to see her naked.
Respect.
Really?
Yeah.
Actress?
I don't.
I feel like I know them better when I see them.
They know him.
Is that like your pickup line? Is that like, hey,
Hey, how's it
I
going?
like you. You're really nice. I want to know you better. So
Squeezy.
honk honk. Bump it. Bump it, Charles.
I don't know. That was just what I'm saying. I'm saying any actress under 40 or under that's in movies or television, you got a 70% chance that they're naked on
Well,
the
here's the
internet.
thing. Who's that actress? What's her name?
I don't know.
Yep.
Kelly Robertson? Kathleen Robertson.
Oh, she was on 90210.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Jesus
she's
Christ.
yeah.
Definitely
that was that.
Definitely Wapner.
And that was it, man. Like
it was.
she's all in other B movies, which I was like, it's gonna be really hard to see this chick naked.
Well, but
it wasn't.
you're talking B movies. Like
Yeah.
it's like she's only done a shit ton of B movies. Well,
She's already settled for
she's
that.
yeah, like she's been naked. Like,
She's got that weird eye. She got a weird eye, dude.
I
I
didn't.
know you were looking at it, but she's got a weird eye.
I wasn't looking at it.
brings back Justin.
Now
so
the
I have
only
a
other
connection
chick,
with this chick. Then.
now the
Because you're naked.
now,
I've been naked in movies.
Now the only other girl I got-
One of her boobs weird as well.
no, they're fantastic actually. The only other girl now that I got to see naked is fucking Red Riding Hood from fucking Once. Fucking yeah, I need to see that.
The whistles got woo.
You ever seen that TV show? It's an ABC Family show.
No.
Oh, is it based on that movie and Broadway thing?
Yeah, probably.
But this is it's
It sounded pretty confident.
Well, it's an interesting. It's like a factoid. It's like she's probably naked on the internet. You know, might as well
and
check it out.
you have to see him.
I don't have to see them.
He's like the collector. Only it's just memories. Like,
Memories.
So like when you're relaying a story to somebody, you'd be like, "Yeah, sorry, naked,
Yeah, in my mind,
Sorry,
I don't say it
continue.
out loud.
boobs."
Yeah.
And sleep.
yeah.
It's just like it is like a database. You know, it's not like I can jerk off to a naked fucking pair of tits. I mean, not that I haven't, but you know, what I'm saying is I'm looking them up not for a right. Well, I'm not looking them up to jerk off at them. I just like this.
Look at it.
I'm genuinely interested if they're naked on the internet.
That is so amazing.
I know you can't see it, but this is coming for you.
I'm gonna go home and jerk off at some porn.
I mean, it's just there. I gotta
gotta jerk off anyway.
I'm just saying 7 out of 10 women that are 40 years younger in the television or movie industry are probably been
7 out of
naked.
10. So you had 10 girls, and 7 of them were naked.
Yeah.
But he made the ratio sound like everyone in the show was naked.
There's a lot of girls naked.
Except for Zooey Deschanel.
She was supposed to be naked in a Janis Joplin pic, which she didn't get hired for.
Who did?
I don't know. I don't think that movie ever got made.
Should probably be naked.
A movie, not a pic.
It was supposed to be a biopic.
Yeah, okay.
I like mine best.
And she was supposed to recreate Janis Joplin's nude photo. Mm-hmm. So
How does that look? I've never seen it.
it was
The Janis Joplin nude picture?
It was just her.
She's
she,
like got a lot
covered
of beads and
Yeah,
stuff.
and she's like of course.
Oh yeah, she's Janis Joplin. Come on.
But yeah, so Zooey Deschanel would be awesome. Her sister would be awesome to see naked too, but I don't think she is.
What's her name?
Something Deschanel. she's
Fountain of information.
she's a chicken bones.
If you saw her tits, you could
They're
pick
sisters.
them out.
Let them off with her.
Something Deschanel.
Oh, what's her Bones? The
Watch the show.
Bones. The
Stop
TV show.
saying Bones!
There's 8 seasons of Bones. How do you not know her?
Jerk off at
Which I
Bones.
think is she's better looking than Zoe.
I don't know about that.
Zooey Deschanel has gotten so annoying in my book.
She's very annoying.
Is that the girl
I
that's
used
quirky to be quirky?
Yeah, and I used to be like, oh, that's kind of hot. But like then I watched Yes Man today, like it was on TV, and I was just like, this older movie of hers, I'm officially annoyed with her because it's like, hey, you should ride my motorbike.
Yeah, she's not good in that movie.
Like,
Like in Elf, she's great.
I mean, she was great in The Happening too.
Oh,
Elf,
yeah.
Elf it fit like the quirkiness very well because it's a quirky.
She's got a kind of weird voice too, doesn't she?
Well, yeah, like, yeah. Well, what was that scene? That scene in Yes Man when they get to the amphitheater and he starts singing some Beatles song, but she's like, and I was like, because she's like moving like a robot, and I was like, that's very
Where
unattractive.
her band is playing.
No, her band wasn't playing. It was just those. They like snuck into the amphitheater.
Oh, okay.
It was just like those two.
My earrings are made of raptor bones.
Is that a line from something? Okay. I'm like,
That sounds quirky, I guess.
That does sound quirky.
I don't know if I could jerk off at that, but
I married Don Ho on a dare.
It's more like Yoda now.
Married Don Ho, I didn't jerk off to my titchy wheel.
That's weird, Yoda.
Am I?
Stop using the Force to jerk off, Yoda.
dude,
Can you do that?
I'm sure. Like,
Yes. Seriously says yes.
Oh, can you imagine getting jerked off by Yoda's hands?
little fucking mitts.
Yeah, they're like,
little
It's
stride
only
mitts. Can you even grip with those?
Well, yeah.
I'm sure.
She holds a lightsaber.
who do you think is more awkward getting jerked off by? Yoda or Danny DeVito Penguin?
Yoda.
I think no. I disagree. The Penguin would be very.
He still had fingers. Did he?
Yeah.
he had like 3. And they're longer than Yoda's fingers, so we can at least get like full coverage.
I'm just talking about the experience because Danny DeVito would be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Yoda would be like,
Yeah.
Come at me, you will.
Well, yeah, and I also remember that.
and it looked big in his hands.
But yeah, I remember like that noise that Danny DeVito made, like when he was describing, like. So just like imagine like just him like looking at you in the eye, like his
With like
nose
that
bumps
black,
into your
like
dick
that
or something.
black crap coming out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to be
And then all the
mayor.
little penguins start watching. Yeah.
The dumbest thing is that penguin funeral.
Oh,
I hate that. Oh, Tim Burton. Oh my god.
We're gonna
that really quick. That movie made me think if you yelled when you fell into water, you would die. I never said I was a smart kid.
and cow shit babies.
Shit babies.
If a cow yells while it's jumping in the water, it shits a baby, then dies.
That'll do it for this episode, Chris.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
Hey.
Boy,